Lasers are amazing. They can cut things, they can engrave images, they can make popcorn, they can upset man babies, they can even remove weird things from your face. What's up, nerds? So I've been working on this tornado from my last video for a few weeks now, and I don't know about you guys, but when I get stuck on one particular project for too long, I get a little grumpy. I am so mad at myself right now. I was not supposed to rivet those. Oh God, that's loud every time. Nothing lined up, nothing lined up. I mean, duh. I gotta take a minute. So, even though I've still got a few details to finalize on this thing, I wanted to move on to something else. And I was sent this desktop laser setup to try out from SCULPFUN, and I've been trying to come up with a project for it. And I have not been able to come up with something specific. And well, all of this it's got me feeling a little stuck, which has got me thinking about a larger issue. I've realized that for a while now, I have not really been able to make the time to just tinker here around the shop. To be honest, I haven't really been having fun out here anymore. There's this thing called free play that children are encouraged to do, unstructured activity with no goal in mind, no task to complete. It encourages imagination, but as adults, it's the kind of thing that many would regard as a waste of time. Dicking around. No, I take that back about adults. I have long said that one should be an adult. An adult is someone who takes responsibility. They're emotionally mature. They pay their bills. It's grown-ups that suck. Grown-ups are the people who have become convinced that fun for the sake of fun, that any silliness past a certain age is puerile. I think those people are miserable. So today, we are reclaiming the phrase "dicking around." We are going to put the king back in dicking around. That doesn't really make sense. If we take out the K, we get icing. Put the icing back in the... You know what? Doesn't really matter. We're just going to experiment. And in that spirit, I went to a couple of stores. I picked up some random stuff. I asked my patrons for some ideas. And we're just going to have some fun. We're going to have some free play. So specifically, what we're playing with today is this guy. This is a laser rotary attachment. And I've never used one before. I'm kind of curious to see what we can come up with outside of tumblers. It seems like 99% of rotary content out there is just customizing tumblers. We're not doing any tumblers. No f***ing tumblers. Not to tumbler shame, but you know, I want to try to think outside the box here. And we're going to start with something simple. I grabbed this off the shelf at IKEA. It's a bamboo container, comes with a spoon. We're not going to need the spoon. It's the Rodmulla. And I think what I'm going to use it for is, see, these I buy these in bulk. These are basically disposable. I lose these constantly, so I buy several at a time, and I need a place to keep some. So I think this would be a pretty good thing for that. And well, we're gonna need something to put on this. And I really like the idea of labeling stuff with iconography instead of words, wherever possible. Just show me what's in there. All right, I think that looks good. And I've already set this up, so hopefully I've got it set right. And I ran some tests on a piece of wood. I'm just going to go by this. So let's just run it. Hope it works. And I gotta wear these. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, yeah, I think I got the settings right. And while that's running, let's look up what road mullet means. I don't know how to make an umlaut. I gotta go to IKEA to copy it. And roadmulle means for roadmulle. God damn it, Google. That came out pretty good for a first try. Wow, okay, all right. You know what, that was actually more satisfying than I thought it would be. And you guys now have a home. All right, what else can we do? Let's try something else. All right, I got these mugs, also from IKEA. Dinera. Dinera in Finnish means dinner. Dinner. It's a coffee mug. Why is it? Am I pronouncing that right?
Dinera.
Dinera. Dinera. Did I get roadmulle right?
Rödmulle. Rödmulle.
Roadmulle. It was pretty close. All right, so let's put something on the dinera, and I think I've got an idea. Yeah, I've been rewatching Battlestar Galactica. Okay, so before I used the rollers that were down here, but this has a handle on it, so I can't use the rollers, but it does have this chuck. I think I can just stick this in here, and this is tapered, but this, I believe, tilts, so I can get this level with the laser. Now, I have no idea what settings are gonna work with this mug, so I got a couple of these mugs, so I'm gonna run some tests first. Oh, stop. Okay, oh. Okay, clearly I underestimated this thing. I started at way too high a power. I just heard it crack. Yeah, that was going deep. Wow, okay. Let's dial this back. Now that's cool. I could actually run like a grayscale image on this. All right, let's run it. Oh man. All right. Okay, this is disappointing. I've run this 3 times now on different mugs, and it's not. Look at my tests. My tests, they're nice and bright and sharp, exactly what I wanted. But I keep getting different results on different mugs. I think the glaze on these is really inconsistent. I think that's what my problem is. So, okay, I mean, I know I could dial this in if I spent more time on it, but I've already spent so much time trying to get this right. And I'm not having fun anymore. We're supposed to be dicking around. We're supposed to be having fun. So, okay, let's try something else. I know on Monday I'm gonna go back to IKEA and buy like 30 of these mugs because I really want this mug now. Okay, planters. I got some planters. All right, I got an idea. I've got a dumb idea. This is so dumb. But dumb is what we do around here. I forgot to change the diameter setting. I look like MODOK. We're going to Flavor Town, people. Don't need nothing but a good time. God, it's the dumbest thing I've ever done. All right, let's do something without faces. And I think I want to try something a little more practical this time. I picked up this can of, there are different brands, but this is Brilliance laser ink. It's a laser activated metal marking spray. I sprayed a couple of coats on some scrap pieces of aluminum, and then I ran some speed and power tests under the laser on both the 20 watt and the 40 watt settings. I should say, by the way, SCULPFUN did sponsor this video, but they did not ask me to do a review of any of this equipment. I will say, though, that the Rotary, which they just released, is the... There's another classification, by the way, in addition to adult and grown-up, and that is just BAMF. The B stands for blind. It is the RA Pro Max, and the laser is the SFA9. They just wanted me to play with them, try them out, which is great because I generally have not done tool reviews on this channel. Tool reviews or unboxings. I don't watch unboxings. I don't get unboxings. For many of us growing up, seeing one unboxing was enough. So back to the marking spray. Apparently, once you laser it, you can just wipe it off with water. Oh, yeah, we did lose some of the... They all came off in little squares. Ooh, okay. We definitely have some winning settings on one end. But they are not very durable. Damn. Yeah, I did read that I may have trouble with this on a diode, especially on aluminum. So, disappointed in that. Now, I did see a video where someone had luck using this stuff on steel on a 10 watt diode. So I thought I would just jump ahead to my intended purpose, and that was to put some larger, more visible markings on sockets. Because, you know, BAMF. I'd also like to try putting a tiny version of my logo on them so there's no ownership disagreements. So I sprayed a few orphan sockets that I keep in a bag, like we all do, and I'm going to throw them on the Rotary and just give it a try. Oh, that worked. That worked. And it doesn't scratch off. And I just ran another one. And yeah, no mistaking what that is. Or whose it is. All right, okay. So since it nearly blew all the way through the ceramic on the first try, I was wondering if it could do just straight up stone. So I grabbed the roundest ones I could find. Yeah, I know, but where am I going to get volcanic glass? Just going to drop this in somebody's garden. All right, this one doesn't even require the rotary, but I can't resist. I'm selling this for $139.99. Okay, next. So I use a fair amount of isopropyl alcohol here in the shop, but these caps suck. They break off all the time. And when they do, the alcohol evaporates. So I picked up this also at IKEA. It's not a tumbler. It's not a tumbler. It's got this button on top. It's actually I think it's a travel coffee mug. So when the button releases, it seals. I thought this would be a good thing to keep alcohol in. I could, dispense it like this. But I need a label. And if you've been here a while, you know I do a fair amount of paint masking. And I thought maybe I could just put some masking tape on this and make myself a paint mask in situ. I do like that this thing comes with different attachments, so you can put just about anything on here. And a quick tip, in order to seal the edges of a mask, spray it with the underlying color first. And while the first coat is drying, I just want to find out if I can use this to cut a perfect piece of tape. Let's say exactly 2 inches. Okay, well, I am now in possession of that knowledge. It's a really old can. Not quite as clean as a regular paint mask, but proof of concept at least. Should have labeled it cut locator. Yeah, it might work. Okay. Fruit. Can I peel an apple? Yes, very slowly. My body isn't used to fruit. Can I peel an orange? I have no tagline for this. Wait. I got it. Again, I have no tagline for this. Submit your best tagline down in the comments. Okay, so let's finish up with something practical. I like to relax in the evenings with a little TV and a drink, often a beer. Problem is, I'm sometimes watching something an hour long and I may absentmindedly finish my beer in 40 minutes. So now I've got 20 minutes worth of show left and that makes me want to pour another beer. But then I finish that show and I've got 20 minutes worth of beer left. So I start another episode. Next thing I know, I'm up till 3 in the morning trying to find the common denominator. If only I had a glass with a built-in tracking system. So I think I would like to track my imbibition in 15-minute increments. So with a 12-ounce beer, that's 3 ounces per quarter hour. 15, 30, 45, 1 hour. Now I just got to take note of the measurements. And we engrave. Now, the thing about diode lasers, as opposed to, say, a CO2 laser like my big boy over there in the corner, is that the type of light that they put out will pass right through anything clear without having any effect. However, I read that I could take something like tempera paint to coat the glass. So I added a couple of coats, ran a couple of tests, and I think now I am ready to engrave. So I was left with some dark areas in my engraving for some reason that I can't seem to get out, but that is a problem to solve some other day. Do you guys have any ideas for something to try out? Leave it down in the comments. I had a few more things on my list, but I think that's enough around for today. I did learn a few new techniques, though some are questionably useful, and I did come up with some possible ideas for some products and projects, so despite the fact that I didn't get anything done today, I'd say the time was well spent. Thank you to SCULPFUN for making this absolute nonsense possible. And if you'd like to see some behind the scenes videos and other stuff, updates, whatnot, I have a Patreon link down in the video description. Also, check out my Instagram, etc., etc. Remember, being an adult is great. Don't be a grown-up. Don't be afraid to get silly. That is fucking terrible. Oh my God. It's not the beer donut combination, it's the burned part. Oh my God. Yeah, see, that's fine.